Hello, welcome to Pharmacy. Today I'm going to show you how to create this interesting head model with just a photograph and without using any kind of 3D modeling techniques. This is using an interesting plugin named Ken Tools Face Builder. Currently it is free for download and use inside Blender. I will show you the link and the website and the add-ons, everything. So you can see this is their website. They have a lot of tools here for VFX, face building or face builder, face tracker for nuke, and geo tracker, texture builder, and pin tool. There are different uh, tools for that. We are focusing on this face builder for nuke and Blender because this tutorial is going to be in the Blender. So you can see there, you can see you can create a lot of a facial feature with just adding pin. If you are familiar with After Effects or the character animator or cartoon animator tool, this is a pretty similar technique. You have to create some pins and just arrange the pins so the model will be ready for animation. So I'm going to show you how to create this. So you can see they're saying within 5 minutes you can create any head model with the textures. So see, they create the child, the mother, and any character, or you can create absolutely animals with this, but you have to create some kind of option. This one work with human, and you can see the face lip syncing, facial tracking. These only work with nuke. The Blender have only the modeling tools, and that is free, so you can go and check for this learn more. You have all this. You can see this for nuke have texture builder, and Blender have the same. It's currently it's in beta stage, so you can download and use it free for your project. So according to them, face builder add-on for Blender, just as its sibling for nuke, can help with building 3D models of human faces and heads using a couple of photographs. They are saying you need a couple of photographs, but you can use a single photograph. Only the problem, you won't get the exact dimension, or and the texture will look like some area it will be the black if you don't use different photographs, or at least 3 or 4 photographs. It will look like this. But for study purpose, or if you are just want to the only the front area, if you are using face tracking or some masking effect, this can be used. Just a photograph can be used. So according to tutorial purpose, I am just using a single photograph, and you can see it has an enhanced 3D model, and that can create quality 3D model with a clean topology. That's very important. And absolutely the model is very clean, and that you can see if in the wireframe mode you can see the model is very good with topologically. It's very good. So that's very important for modeling, and this is very important. And also you need to create some photographs of neutral face expression taken from different angles and place the model of each of the build head or face model. And I used a single image, and the girl is smiling, so the model also come just smiling. So I just modeled that according to this. So it's not very important for if you are creating just for face tracking. That's you can use just a simple image. You can modify the model without leaving Blender and with the procedured approach. So you can edit anything and you can tweak according to your need. The recital modeling can be used for sculpting, animation, or anything else inside Blender. You can also export the model from Nuke and Blender from further modification in any other 3D software. That is very important. For example, for rigid geometry tracking with GeoTracker. That's another plugin. This kind of tools they are providing, and I'll show you that also. Or tracking the facial gestures with the face tracker inside Nuke. That's another software, and you need that software and this plugin to use that facial expression. So you can, this is a geometry tracker, so you can track and replace the head or anything using this one. And this, you can see 15 days trials and purchase for 150, almost $150. So it's all for Nuke. It's a compositing software. If you are not familiar with Nuke, it's a compositing software, and that's industry standard software. So for face tracker, this is also for Nuke, and same price and 15 days trial. So Blender won't come with these two plugins. Remember, you just get the face building plugin only. So just download from beta, and there is no need to sign in or anything. Just download Facebuilder add-on. It will download. You need to open the Blender. I will show you. I just use a new scene. You don't see, and you need to go first. You need to go to Edit, Preferences. You need to install. Click on install, and this is very important. If you don't know how to install the plugins within Blender, you have to check in their website. There is a lot of different method to download and install plugins, and from 2.8 versions, it is safer to install directly inside Blender. You can unzip the file and copy paste manually inside the Blender plugin folder, but sometimes it won't work. You need to be connected in the internet or online. You need always online, and you need to install from here. So click install. So I already have that in download folder. So where is it? It's in the download folder, and find that zip file. So it will be Paint Tools version 1 for Blender. So I already downloaded, it's twice I downloaded, so no problem. So just click that and install add-on. That will see, I already installed that, and if you are not installed, it will show here installing, and it will come here. So it will be the face builder, so it will show something like that. In default it won't be enabled, something like this. So you need to click that tick box, and that will be installed. And another thing, you need to be focused, that you need to download the core library. See, I already installed this plugin, that is why it's downloaded and installed successfully. But in your version there will be I think there will be a tick box or install this, the button, something like that. You need to click that and install online. You need to download via internet, or it will show install from disk. Both the way you can download and install. I will show you that. So this will be here, Paint Tools, Facebuilder for Blender, and read the guide. They have all the information available in their website, so it's very good. So you can see this also. You can see, you can model some animal tools. It's because you need to download their facial features from their website, so it can make a lot of interesting face. So this will be the Blender guide, and you need to close. So there is some warning going in. Please keep in mind that Facebuilder for Blender is still in early beta stage, so many things may be changed, and it is also important to understand that we don't support version of Blender older than 2.80. That's very, very important. You need to be in at least 2.8. And see, all the same thing, you need to install, downloading some. So they are showing how to install. Can tools, install, see, and you need to go and install. So you can watch this, and there is a core library you need to install. Unfortunately, we cannot ship our core library within the add-on package due to Blender license restrictions, so you need to download it separately. Either you can download, or you can use, see, you can click that, and I have read, and the stable version, install online. It will be installed, download and installed within the Blender, or you can install from disk. So you need to download it from it separately. So it's safer to download install within the Blender. And see, they show how to do the manual. So all these things you can read about. I will show you how to work that plugin inside Blender. So we already installed that, close that, and inside Blender you need to delete all these things within the Blender. So select and delete. We don't need anything inside Blender scene. So you need to press N, or you need to just expand this arrow. You can see the small arrow button. You can click and expand. There will be Facebuilder. So the shortcut will be the N, and there is a plugin here, Facebuilder. Click that, and it asks for create a new head. This is for the settings and all for the preference. So if you create a new model, and you can also create a new head using add mesh Facebuilder. You can create from here, or you can use from the tool panel. So click that, it will create a new head. As you can see, this is a just default head without any texture or anything, just a default head. This is the base mesh, and there is a camera. You don't need to worry about anything. So there is a read exif, because all the camera settings, the software select from the photograph. And if you are using your own photo, keep in mind that you keep the camera steady, and you just take picture just rotating your head, and there need to be 4 or 6 photos. You can read that in the manual of their website. I'm just going to use a single image in order to show how this plugin works. So there is an option called add images. So click that. So it will just directly go to the default documents folder. I just downloaded a lot of images here. In the downloads folder, you can see a lot of girls image. So in order to check the functionality of the plugin, I just downloaded different face what you call the face shape. So she has a linear face shape. She has different, this one different, this one different, this one different. So I choose this image because this image is a lot of different than the default shape of this head. So click that image. And also if you want to download all these images, and you need to go to one wonderful website named pexels.com. They give you a lot of images, and these all are free to use, free stock photos and with license. So you can use it in commercial purpose. So you can search women. See, a lot of face you can use. I choose women because they have a lot of different facial features. So you can change, and you can change the functionality and check the functionality. So I just she's kind of smiling, start to smile. So the facial expression will be based on this. So the plugin, they say that use a neutral expression. If you choose this image, she is opening her mouth. This one also has a lot of facial expression, so you need to adjust a lot of features. So I choose this one, and they have free download option. And if you download, they ask for some kind of a okay, you need to download that, and also download that you need to add their free to use. They need to add their Pixabay. So I need to show that this photo is downloaded from pexels.com, and Pixabay is the owner of this photograph. That is this. So so he saying you can use new attribution. So some file need to be attributed. It will show if you download that file. If another, maybe this model, they are registered, and they will need their attribution, their information to be shown in the video. So This one is no attribution required, so I'm not going to show that attribution inside my video. So you can watch all these things: lens 70 mm and focal length, size, all things, and camera make. If you load that file inside Blender, so it will automatically create focal length estimation. You can read EXIF data, so it will it's already read that data of all this. And there is sensor weight, focal length, you can change according to this. If you want 70 mm, that kind of things, 70 mm and 8 focal length. If you want, you can use I don't know if it's correct with the Blender, and you can use all this just for calculating the focal length estimation. So it's not that much important. If you if you make different photographs, keep your camera steady with the same focal length and same resolution. The image should be in the same resolution, so the software can easily calculate the different features. So we already download and played the image. The next step is to see, there is an option called press a view button with the picture file name below to switch to pin mode. So just click that button and it will be, see, so I just messed with the all the settings here. So make it to 3650. I think it's 50. So I made a mistake there adjusting the value. So now it's already set 3650 or 50, whatever. So I think I'm not sure about the Blender, how the lens and focal length calculate within the, and the lens is 75 mm. This is, I think it's aperture. I changed that one here in the focal length. It's not focal length, that's aperture. So don't change the focal length. You can change the sensor width if you want 70 mm. See, so that is how you zoom in, zoom out your model. So you can match accordingly. That's not important. You can also adjust within the plugin. So I just roughly match this, and there is two things. They already given the name here, the image sequence here, and see, press escape to exit, left click to create pin, right click to delete pin, tab, hide, show, and one. So what we need is, we need to create certain pins according to her facial feature. So if you know how to use the character animator plugin or the cartoon animator, or if you create something character animation and for 2D character animation, you may be aware that you need to create certain pin for the eye, nose, lips, ears, and forehead, eyebrows, and that kind of things, chin, that kind of things you need to create. So I'm just going to create here in her tip of the nose. Just click one, and you can select that pin and you can move. Zoom a little bit. Just don't make it exactly the same. Just place here, because if we add, after adding a lot of pins, this is going to be changed. So you can create another pin here, you see, according to the pinning, this object change. You can add one here to her eyes. So this and here also you need to change a little bit. So we matched roughly matched her face here, and there is a lot of changing here on her ears. So we create one here and move a little bit. See, it's already matched with this area. You can create one here and move. I think she is little bit. Also delete that plane. Can create almost same. Okay, so now we create her face roughly matched and she's just smiling. You can create that. Also create, you need to create two more pins here. You need to move a little bit down, create a pin here, also here, just move a little bit so it just match her nose. And another facial feature we need to create is we need to be exactly sure her eyebrow is roughly match, and here also roughly matched. If you don't, you can create a little bit, move it up, and this one also a little bit, so the facial line goes exactly the same. As you can see, there is a little bit adjustment need here, but don't worry, we will add here a little bit and move her. Okay, so we roughly matched her ears, and if you need more textures you can adjust her eyes, adjust it. Can, so we just matched her facial features accordingly. Can and I think this is pretty good now, and only we need to add some point here and move it. Her neck is very thin, so you can manage. Okay, now we almost matched the image. If you have means if you have a lot of, if you have a different facial image according, where is that, according to this tool, if you have different facial image, you can adjust all these photographs. Select that and change the length, focal length, everything. So that is very good. We change if you have this, you need to capture this kind of angle, facial angle for your photographs. So you can match according to the side view, the lower third or 3/4 view. You can adjust and capture all the details, so that will come very handy if you are modeling good. So just using the simple image. So I just finish this. If I press tab, this will show you where your pins are. You can see, and you press tab again and you can press 7, so you can see and the image, sorry, the model you created. So she's simply smiling, and it's not exactly the same face shape. If you have a lot of photos this different angle, you can match exactly the same. And you can create a texture, just click the texture and there is a UV unwrapping. You can see you can change butterfly, legacy, spherical, max face. It's according to your butterfly is very good. And just create the texture. It will it's ask how many images need to be used, so just have one single image, click that, okay. So it will take a little bit time according to the facial features. So now it already applied the texture. If we have more images, that will be very good, and the texture will come very good. So just this is just enough for if you are going to use some kind of texture. And also you can use the UV map and export it to the Photoshop or GIMP and you can paint if you need this model to be in your any kind of VFX project. So you can use this technique to build quick head models using this plugin, and it's up to now it's free. I don't know when they are going to release the fully commercial version, but you can download it free and use as much as you need, and maybe in the near future the plugin will be released and it will be the same price for the new version also. So I think this is enough for now, and I'm going to wind up this section. Keep watching for me, CG, and if you like this video, please click like button and share it, and also add your comment.